So Gusterson and I have a little story to tell you. It's true. I stopped at PetSmart to talk to my friend who works there, the young gal who has guinea pigs, and I had helped her when one of them was not feeling well. And she's going to try to save a couple of orphan baby mice, and I was very proud of her for trying. I think it's really hard because they're pinkies. So, but hey, I'm proud of her anyway. But I really am. An interesting thing I saw online was you're supposed to feed baby mice with a tiny paintbrush. That you dip the milk in it, and that way they can suck it off there, and there's no danger of taking the fluid into their lungs, which is called aspiration. Isn't that interesting? Okay, but I digress. Anyway, so I was at Petco, and I saw this one little piggy, and he just looked miserable, and when I talked to him, I could hear him saying, "Help me, I'm so hot and thirsty." And he had kicked his bedding. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't the staff's fault, but he had kicked his bedding under his water bottle, and it was blocked, and he couldn't get any water. So I talked to the staff, and they came right away, and we've actually got some really good people working on our Petco right now that care about the animals, so we're very fortunate. But they came, and they took him out, and I held him because I wanted to see if he had maybe a respiratory problem, but that wasn't it. He was just so hot. And so the guy said, "Oh, well, we don't need the lights on. Let's turn the lights off in the aquariums." And then they went and got fresh water for him and got that all set up, and it just made a huge difference. He was popcorning around his cage, he was drinking his water, he was feeling better. So yeah, so there's some good people working there. They care. So not every Petco is evil. That's all I want to say. Yeah, I know. And there are some cases where you do need Petco, because what if your piggy's mate dies and they're dying of depression, and you can't find one to adopt, even though you try, sometimes you have to go to Petco and get them a friend to save their life. It does happen. You know, I'm not defending their policies or what they do, but the people at our store seem to be very good. So, and Gusterson agrees. But then when I was at PetSmart, guess what? Now they're charging like $80-something for a long-haired guinea pig. Yeah. But again, we have good people at that store, and she was taking the piggy out and says, "I'm going to go give her a good brushing," or him. "And if he needs a bath, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to trim up his fur and all that." And she was. We're very fortunate here. We have good people. So, and then I showed her Gusterson's picture, and I said, "Check that out." And she said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe, you got him. He's so beautiful." I said, "Yes, he is. He is so beautiful, and I'd love to bring that baby for him, but right now I just don't have any room. Besides, I'm not supposed to be buying piggies. I'm supposed to be rescuing them, right? That's not, rescuing isn't going and buying them unless you really think they're in dire need, because Saskia did once. She bought a skinny pig because she felt so terribly for it, and she made it well, and it's one of her favorite little piggies, and, nothing wrong with that. So there's always exceptions. Right, Gusterson? Yes. There's always exceptions. Okay.